Hello and welcome to another Build the Back to the Future DeLorean video from TrekMate. In this issue, it is issue 10, which means it's the frame. Now, I am very excited to actually get this open because it looks huge and gives us a good idea of how exactly big this car is going to be. So first of all, let's have a quick look at the magazine itself. Once again, same rule applies as the last few videos. We won't have actually, I haven't actually read the magazine yet. So tons of screws coming with this part, because I think we're going to be attaching a lot of stuff. Yes, there is going to be lots to build in this issue. And also, to be honest, I thought about it, like the issues that came previously, some of them, that might be considered like the boring issues of like just plates and whatnot. Like from this point on, they're probably going to be going attached straight away onto the frame, so it's really exciting. Okay, another page feature on the production diary. So we're still with Eric Stoltz at this point in the production diary, and I'm assuming that'll be one of his stuntmen right there. So Biff's boys talking about Biff's game in Back to the Future. So, and that is one of the features. And talking about Doc's model of Hill Valley. So a few features, featured articles for us to read through. Next issue we're getting the engine support and a few more bits. So that is looking very cool, and as I said, once again, those are parts that might not look pretty, but they're getting straight attached to the frame, so it's going to be loads of building going from now on. Now let's crack open this frame and have a look at it. So, okay. Oh, that's really hefty. That, I tell you what, this car is not going to be light whatsoever. That has got some real weight to it. So there we go, there's the frame. And all of the screws that we was given. Okay. And also, a brand new screwdriver. I wonder if it's just a replacement or whether it's a different size. That looks... Oh, good. No, it's a different size. It's next size up. Okay, that is next size up. So it's a different size screwdriver. Not sure if they've actually made that clear by any markings on the actual screwdriver. No, we're just going to have to just know which one's which by looking at the head. Okay, so let's get on with the build. Okay, so first of all, we're going to be fitting the left front suspension coming in. So it's going to be going in, just in there like that, I guess, maybe. Let's turn it over and have a look. Yeah, so there's two pieces there. Okay, so it fits just like that. Just like that. Okay, so let's hold that there. And what screws are we going to be using? We're going to be using BMs. So I will get the BM screws over here ready. And let's get one of these in. Okay. So the BM screws are going just here. Tell you what, it's so nice to actually be putting a few of these bits like, together into something bigger. It's nice when you're actually putting the individual bits, like building the individual bits, but when you actually see it starting to take shape into something almost recognisable as a car, and that is very cool. I'm going to get the second one started and then I'll tighten these both off. So let's put that in there. So, did you guys, obviously it depends what generation you are as well, like how old you are. Did you guys go and see Back to the Future at the cinema? When they were re-showing Back to the Future 1 at the cinema a few years back, I went and saw it at the cinema, so I absolutely loved that. Dragged the missus along to go and watch it. And funnily enough, it was one of those situations where I waited a few days so that the rush was gone. And there was only one other couple actually turning up. And it was one of my workmates. So it was quite funny because I hadn't actually seen him in about a year and a half. And we're both huge Back to the Future fans. So it was such a surprise to actually see him there. I'm just going to quickly go off camera and tighten these up. Okay, then now we are fitting the second suspension. So that was BM. Let's do them as well. Okay. Okay, so let's do them as well. Now, speaking of seeing it at the cinema, the thing is, I was born in 1984, so obviously too young to see number 1 in the cinema. Just about too young to see number 2. My sister did. My older sister, because I grew up with older brothers and sisters, and my older sister did take me to see Back to the Future 3. I think I was about 5 at the time. And I didn't like it. It is really, to be honest, I'm gutted, because I didn't like it that much that I asked my sister to leave halfway through. So, and I remember leaving, and it was literally, the film hadn't even really got going. We left before he went back to 1885. And I am absolutely gutted that I robbed myself of that experience as a child, because give it another 2 years and I was absolutely mad on Back to the Future. I loved it to pieces. I absolutely loved it. So I'm gutted with my younger self for robbing me of that, and I apologise constantly to my sister for doing that to her. She was very understanding. I was a child at the time. I would have hated me for it though. So still. Okay, so the front plate and steering. So let's turn this bad boy over. Now place 7C on top of 10A and secure with 3 AM screws. So let's get the AM screws. There we go. And let's get that piece. Now, which piece is it actually wanting? I think it's wanting this one. Yep. Okay. So where is it? So where is it wanting it? Oh, it's wanting it here. Okay. So it's wanting it to actually go onto that piece. Okay, because it's got one little bit there, and then there is 4 holes just there. So that little one will hold it in place, in theory, for the others to get screwed in. Okay, so this is an important screw job to make sure that this all stays in place. So let's get that in there. Okay. Just get this other one in and then I'll tighten them off. Okay, so that is tightened on. Now pass parts 7A and 7B up through the holes in 7C as shown and place the holes over the posts in 10A. Okay, so that is wanting these to go up through here. Okay, so let's put this one up through here. Let me see the longer one first. Okie dokie, so that is them pass up through the holes as shown, placing the holes over the posts in 10A, then secure 7A and 7B to the posts using 2 GM screws. Okay, so let's have a closer look at this picture. So it is wanting them on the outside ones. Yep, so it's wanting them on the outside ones. Okay, so it wants that there. It wants that there. Okay, I'm pretty certain that is exactly what it's asking for. Yeah, the other ones are actually underneath where it says 7A and 7B. Okay, so it wanted 2 GM screws. So 2 GM screws. That's these ones. Okie dokie. Now all of you motorheads will be able to tell us exactly what's going on, because obviously I know this is something to do with the steering for the wheels, but I wouldn't have a clue how it would work. Okay, so now I'm going to be attaching these parts onto the actual wheel support. So that is with 2 DM screws. So let's move this over so you can see what's going on, hopefully. Okay, it's going through the top. Jumps straight down into place. And then hopefully that'll find its home. I'll give that one last tighten before moving on, but I'll do that very quickly off camera in a second. Okay, And let's get this one to just drop in as well. And hopefully that's found its home as well. Yep. Okay, so turn over the frame and put on the underpiece. So it wants it to look like that. So we're going to put it somewhere like that. That looks about right. And then it wants 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, all DMs. So let's get these DM screws in. Okay, so it is going to want one just there. So then it wants us to turn it over again. Turn it over again and put in 4 screws. So here, 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 and here. So let's do that, shall we? So that's 1 DM. Let's see if we can find where that goes. Let's go through here. Okay, let's get another one in before I tighten these up. Let's get another one in before I tighten them. Okay, so that's okay. So now we're going to be doing the anti-roll bar. So let's okay. So it needs to be put in 4 AP screws. So let's feed these through these 2 holes. Just here. There's 1 hole and 2 holes there. Okie dokie. 2 AP screws. On each side. Thank you. That's number 2. I'll tighten these all in a second. Okay, so that is the anti-roll bar fitted. There you go, totally secure. Now the wheels. Place one of the front wheels onto the end of part A and use a GM screw. Okay, so back to the GM screws. Now I'm going to pop this bad boy off. There we go. Okay, so we just do the same for both sides. Okay. So let's whack the washer inside. Get one of the GM screws. If we can actually get it to sit on my screwdriver right. Let's put that in. Okay, so DMC. Let's like that in there. There you go. Okay, and now the second wheel. So let's plonk them off. I'll whack in the washer. And then get the second screw in. Okay, so we have two wheels. Very slightly, but I think that's more to do with the hover conversion. Yeah, I think that's probably more to do with hover conversion than anything. Yeah. So there we go, 2 wheels. And that is the build complete for this issue. Now that is actually starting to look like a car. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the build goes. And yeah, taking it from there. So that is it for this issue, guys. Remember, if you want to subscribe to the Eaglemoss Build Back to the Future DeLorean collection, click on the links below. That'll take you directly to the website. Remember to leave your comments about how your build is going as well. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.